Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. I'm kind of sad to make this video actually because it's my last video in my journal with me about the Harry Potter books series, and that's just kind of sad. If you're new to my channel or new to this series, I have been rereading Harry Potter for the first time in 15 years. I read them during elementary school, haven't read them again until now. I started, with book 1 in the summer, and I've just continued to read them all, and I just finished Harry Potter 7, so that's today's video, and it's kind of sad. I'm like, let me know in the comments what other books I should read, because this was so fun, and I love Harry Potter so much now. I think I was a fan before, and I definitely would have said I'm a fan of Harry Potter, but there was so much that I forgot that were even in the books, so it was honestly like reading it for the first time, because there was just so much that I didn't remember, and it was all new and exciting, and I'm kind of sad to be done with it. Like, I'm definitely not gonna wait another 15 years before rereading them, because they're so good. I loved all those books so much. I understand the Harry Potter hype now, and I'm a part of it. It was so good. And this book especially was so good. Book 7, was phenomenal. All my questions got answered, and it was the perfect ending, I thought. It was really cool how many throwbacks we got to the other books, like when they were going to Gringotts and Harry's remembering when Hagrid first took him to Gringotts in book 1, and Hagrid had said, "You'd be insane to rob this place," and it was just like Harry remembered that, and it was just nostalgic, and it was really cool. Thought of the first book, and there were so many moments like that just brought back in the first book or other books in the series, just throwbacks to other books. And I loved learning more about Albus Dumbledore. I loved that we got to go to the Ministry again. I thought book 4 and 5, and a little bit of 6, I was so intrigued by the Ministry. I wanted to read more about that. And my siblings thought I was crazy because the other Minister chapter in book 6 was one of my favorites, and I just wanted to hear more about the Ministry of Magic and how the political side of the wizarding world is run, especially in a time of war. And I'm intrigued by Scrimgeour and how the Ministry is run, and so I was super grateful that we got to go. Harry, Ron, and Hermione went into the Ministry. That was awesome. I was glad that was in the book. Gringotts was so cool. Malfoy Manor. All the chapters were so cool. Godric's Hollow. Oh, there were so many good things. I literally read this book in a day. And all my other responsibilities I just did not do because I was just reading. Could not put it down. It was so good. All of my questions got answered. All of the things, you got to see Crumb again, and I was like, that was cool. I don't know, I like him, and it was a fun throwback, and the Bill and Fleur's wedding was awesome. Percy came back, and my heart is so happy for Percy and his family, because, man, I was hoping for that to happen, because that was some rough books where they weren't talking to each other. So I was grateful for that. The Battle of Hogwarts was super cool. I feel like things took off from Malfoy Manor and on. It was just boom, 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 so amazing. And I can't even express how wonderful that book was. It was so good. I was sobbing when Harry's parents, Sirius and Lupin, came after he had the resurrection stone. That was a beautiful scene, and I love the message in Harry Potter that love is the answer, is what saves Harry in all the situations. It saves Harry from Voldemort in book 1, and the first baby Harry, and throughout the whole books. It's love that's the answer, and I think that was such a beautiful message. My favorite part in the book, possibly in all the books, my favorite quote happened when Harry was digging Dobby's grave and burying Dobby, and it was just this heartbreaking part of the book. I can't even imagine, and I have in the past felt like Harry wasn't as deserving of Dobby's love and devotion to him as he should be. Obviously, he's like a teenager. I shouldn't expect him to be as kind to Dobby as I wanted him to be, or deserving of him, but it was just a heartbreaking scene, and also a really intriguing scene, because Harry's putting together all these pieces of the puzzle, and the reader, you're like, I still don't know what's going on, and then you get this amazing quote that I think really was my favorite quote in the whole book, but possibly the whole series, where Harry can feel his scar hurting, and he can see that Voldemort is super angry with the Malfoys and with Bellatrix, because they had them at Malfoy Manor, and then Harry and his friends got away, and like Wormtail is dead now, and all of these things, and Voldemort is not happy. But we don't get to hear most of Voldemort not being happy, because Harry's able to push him away. And the book says that grief, it seemed, was what drove Voldemort out. But Dumbledore would have said it was because of love. And that quote was just so beautiful, and I loved it, and I wrote it down in my journal. I think it really is one of the main messages of Harry Potter, and that is one of my favorite quotes from all of the books, that love is what drives Voldemort out. I just posted a video recently to my channel about connection, and where I found the theme of connection in Harry Potter 6. And the video was like over an hour long, because I just had so much to say on the topic. The hour long is with editing a lot out anyway. But it was really cool to see that theme show up still in book 7. I feel like it's a pretty major theme in all the books. And Voldemort's ultimate downfall, I feel like, comes because he has no connections. He has no friends. He has no love. He has even his Death Eaters, who he would say, I mean, you could argue that they're his connection, but still, like, he doesn't show them any love, and ultimately Narcissa betrays him. Like, she chooses her son over him, as she should, and Voldemort, I feel like, because of his greed for power and his lack of connections and love, that's his ultimate downfall. And I loved the whole chapter at the King's Cross station in the, like, afterworld, but not sort of middle ground for Harry after his death, and he talks to Dumbledore. I thought that scene was beautiful. I was crying the whole time. Like, it was definitely a blurry read because I was crying, so I need to go back and read it again and hopefully not be sobbing. But it was just beautiful. I loved it. I loved the lens of Christianity in Harry Potter. I feel like that I definitely saw that through that lens of Christianity, and I thought it was really cool, really powerful to look at it that way. There's this podcast I've been listening to called Harry Potter and the Sacred Text, and they break down chapter by chapter, and really I have been reading a chapter, listening to the episode, and in this book I did not do that. I listened to like 3 episodes, and then I just could not put the book down. So I have to go back and listen to the podcast, but they were talking about how you could view Harry Potter through the lens of the Holocaust, which was interesting to read about that as well. But I just loved the symbolism from Harry Potter and the gospel and Christianity. That's how I took it, and I loved it. I just loved this book. It was so good. I think my ranking would be 4, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1 on the books, possibly, but they're all so good. Like 1 being the last in my ranking it's still amazing. I just love this series so much, and I truly feel like I'm a better person for having read Harry Potter, and there's so many lessons and themes in that book that have made me a better person because I read Harry Potter. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not letting 15 years go by again without reading it. And this book was just so good, and I'm sad it's over. I feel like I fell in love with all these characters, and I want to go to Hogwarts. So, yeah, it was just such a good book. Let me know in the comments what I should read next. I love reading, and it's been fun to reread Harry Potter, so I've been kind of like, should I reread another series like Percy Jackson? It's been a while since I read that series, or Twilight, or The Hunger Games. I think I was like 13 when I read The Hunger Games, so it's been a while too. So yeah, let me know what books I should read next. But this was seriously so good, and I just love Harry Potter. I'm like so sad that this is over. I want to reread it again. I might have to make another video that's like a long video on Harry Potter 7 and some specific theme about that as well, because I'm just not ready to have the book be over and the Harry Potter series be over and this little journal with me playlist be over, because Harry Potter is a world that I love, and I am sad it's over. So I get the hype, and I'm a Harry Potter fan now. It's